Greetings, everyone. A very warm welcome to another edition of Exhausted to Extraordinary, a mindset hack series with me, Dr. Sharon Grossman. And today I am joined by Andy Storch. A very warm welcome to you, Andy, from Miami Beach. And I understand that you live not too far.
Right up the road in sunny Orlando, Florida, the city beautiful. Hi, Sharon. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Yeah, love the background. If you're listening to this, you got to get on YouTube so you can see Andy's background. And apparently, as beautiful as and exotic as it may look, I was like, where is that? And he was like, it's Orlando. So amazing.
Fun fact, I've traveled all over the world. People always say, oh, I've been to Orlando. I wasn't that impressed. That's because they went to the theme parks. They went to the convention center. Rarely do people come to the real Orlando downtown. We've got a beautiful lake called Lake Eola with buildings around it, nice parks, swans, geese, ducks everywhere. It's really beautiful. Highly recommend it. Come check it out.
All right. So that is a date. I'm going to come up and you're going to show me this beautiful part of Orlando that I need to see.
Sounds good.
Next time I'm in town. All right. Well, let me tell you a little bit about Andy if you don't know him. He's the author of Own Your Career, Own Your Life. He's got his own podcast show called Own Your Career Show. He's got a couple of other shows as well. And when he's not working, he's a husband, father, and overall friendly guy. Now, if you're interested in hearing about Andy's expertise, he's going to tell us today how to own your career in just 7 minutes. Andy, are you ready?
Heck yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this, Sharon.
Love it. All right. So the clock starts now. Question number 1, what are the biggest challenges your ideal client faces?
Well, the reason I wrote my book is I've been in corporate consulting for more than a decade now, and I noticed so many people that were really drifting through their careers, operating in reaction mode, waiting for their boss or someone else to tell them what to do. And I think the biggest challenge that a lot of people in the corporate world are facing right now is that uncertainty, that idea that they're kind of drifting along. They don't really know where they're going or where they want to get to. They don't have any clear goals or specific ideas of that vision of where they want to get to or a plan to how to get there. And they're not really doing much to prepare for the future. So as things are changing around them, they're finding themselves more and more vulnerable to disruption and not ready when those either big opportunities or big challenges come their way. And I want to change that. I want to help people stop drifting and truly take control of their future and live their life more intentionally.
I love that. So question number 2 is, what are the typical symptoms they experience with that problem?
Well, I would say that a lot of times people don't necessarily notice until they wake up, 10 years or 20 years into their career and wonder what happened. What were they doing the last 10 or 20 years or maybe more? But a lot of times it's that uncertainty, that it's the feeling like you're not really in control, frustration, feeling a little bit like a victim, saying things like, I never get opportunities. My boss always does this. They did that to me. He did that to me. The world did this to me. And it's speaking in a lot of victim mindset type terms where things are happening to you. And I'm a big fan of flipping that and taking what I call an ownership mindset, which is the belief that everything in life happens for you. And to do that, one of the most important things is to focus on things that are in your control and not spend so much energy on things that are out of your control. And so to take it back to the symptoms, I think one of the big symptoms that I see for a lot of people is spending a lot of their time complaining with a negative attitude, thinking about focusing on the things that are outside of their control, like politics, the world economy, your job, your boss, your company, the leadership team. These are things you can't necessarily control, but you can control how you show up, how you interact with people, how do you react to situations, how you treat other people, and your mindset and your outlook on life. And I'm on a mission to help people shift that and take more of an ownership mindset.
I love that. And that's exactly what I teach my clients as well. So I love that you're reinforcing these ideas. Question number 3, what are the common mistakes they make when trying to solve that problem? You've got 4 minutes, 20 seconds.
One of the biggest mistakes that people make is setting goals and chasing dreams based on other people that they see in their network, on social media, whatever it may be. So-and-so, Larry's trying to climb the corporate ladder and be CEO one day. I'm going to try to do that too. A friend of mine is working all the time. I'm going to do that too. Someone's spending all their money on a nice car or a vacation, whatever. I'm going to do that too. And not really living life truly for themselves. The other thing is really letting fear hold them back from living life true to themselves, following their dreams, doing the thing that that they really want to do. And this is causing a lot of stress. It's causing a lot of anxiety. And I think it's causing a lot of burnout too, Sharon.
I hear it. All right. Question number 4. What would be an example of a transformation that's possible after this challenge is properly diagnosed? 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Oh, the transformation is absolutely possible. I've made the transformation. I was drifting through most of my 20s. I was doing what society says that I should be doing. I was watching a lot of sports, going out drinking with my friends, working in jobs that I didn't really fit my strengths or what I really wanted to be doing. And the transformation came when I got really into personal development. I got really into self-awareness, started doing a lot of reflection and self-discovery and understanding who I was as a person, what really lights me up, what are my strengths and weaknesses, and where do I really want to go in my career and my life, and how do I want to live that? And then mapping out a plan to get there. And of course, things didn't happen as fast as I wanted them to, or they didn't go perfectly. But because I started following that and living my life for me and pursuing the career and things that I wanted to do, I find myself a lot happier and I feel like I'm a lot more in control, which I think is a big driver of happiness and fulfillment. And at the end of the day, I don't think there's any other bigger definition of success than just being happy and satisfied with your life.
Couldn't agree more. Question number 5. What's the number one mindset hack you could give your ideal client to solve that problem? You got 2 minutes, 25 seconds.
The number one mindset hack is to make the shift from a fixed to a growth mindset. So this is based on the book Mindset, The New Psychology for Success by Dr. Carol Dweck from Stanford, a book that absolutely changed my life in terms of how I look at the world, how I operate as an entrepreneur and my career and as a parent. And I wrote a chapter about it in my book. It's going from that idea of I'm either good at something or not. If I try something and fail, that I should never do it again, to the growth mindset of I can always learn, I can always grow, I can always get better. It's worth it to go give it a shot and try new things. And even if it doesn't work, I'll learn from that experience, I'll pivot and I'll try something else. And I think when you develop that growth mindset, you feel like you're a lot more in control. You can really pursue some of those things that you want to do and not worry so much about failure or about what other people think about you, which is what's holding so many people back.
Love that. Question number 6. Or sorry, we've done that already. Question number 6. What's one valuable free resource that you can direct people to that will further help them with that problem? You've got 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Sweet. So in addition to getting my book, which it does cost money, it's on Amazon, on your career, on your life, I do have a number of free resources available. If you go to my website, ownyourcareerownyourlife.com/bonus, you can get the 5 steps to owning your career, which kind of summarizes what you need to do to take control. I also have in there the top 5 most common career mistakes people make and the 3 questions to ask anytime you face a big challenge. These have served me well through some huge challenges over the last few years. And I really think they can be helpful for you as you face the challenges in life, because when we take ownership, we make a plan, we set goals, it's not going to go perfectly. We're going to run into challenges along the way. I've faced many of them, and I want you to be prepared for those things.
Such tremendous value. Thank you so much, Andy. And those will be in the show notes. And finally, question number 7. What's the one question I should have asked you but didn't that would give great value to our audience? You've got 23 seconds.
The one question you should have asked me that would give great value to my audience. The question would be, why should I care about this? You know, why shouldn't I wait for other people to tell me where to go? And the answer, of course, is that nobody cares more about your career than you do. Maybe you have a mother who's around who loves you, or a boss who really cares about you. But at the end of the day, nobody really cares more about your career than you do. So you've got to be the one to take ownership, to take initiative, to set goals, to go after that life that you want and find that true happiness and decide for yourself that you're going to be happy and fulfilled, which of course is going to help you avoid that exhaustion and burnout as well.
Andy, you are so filled with that life wisdom. I loved having you on. Thank you for sharing some of these tips. A lot of them are things that I talk about and I've written about. So it's always nice to have like-minded individuals sharing those same similar ideas. Always need to hear things multiple times. You know how it is.
Sometimes we need to hear things from different angles, from different people, from different styles, right? Different things resonate with us. So if you're listening to Sharon, you're in the right place. And I hope that if you're listening, you'll take action on some of this stuff, because it is so, so critical and important. And thank you so much for having me on, Sharon.
And thanks for being here. Thanks for checking out the Exhausted to Extraordinary podcast. If you like what we do here, head on over to iTunes, to subscribe, like us, and leave us a review. It is very much appreciated. And if you're feeling burned out and want to challenge yourself, take the 7-day Burnout to Your Best Life Bootcamp. Go to 7dayburnouchallenge.com to join for free.